Hi, my name's Kerry, and you have joined us for Remotely Interesting. I'm here with my colleague Philip from the UK office.
Hi, Kerry. Pleasure to be here with you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming, Philip. I appreciate it. Well, just to give everyone a little background, I work in LA, and M&E is the industry that I'm playing in. And this pandemic has definitely caused a major mess up in the industry. Everything screeched to a halt in March. And now we're looking at this week, new requirements rolling out. The governor has rolled them out and trying to get that M&E market back up to speed and back working again. So we've noticed some things in LA that they're doing. They have hand washing stations. They have recommended break times with social distancing guidelines in place. Philip, what are you seeing in the UK?
I mean, it's a sort of similar situation here in the UK. I'm on the M&E desk here at the Lorry's in across UK and the EMEA, and we also work on similar sort of clients that touch on the film industry. And I think in terms overall of what's happening, I think it's similar to what you were saying. There's a lot of regulations being put in place. There's a lot of people talking about how they're going to see this working in the next couple of months. But I think slowly but surely there's a coordinated effort, between all of these countries. So
Yeah, and it's interesting because this pandemic really took the industry and a lot of different industries by surprise. There was no plan in place for pretty much a global shutdown of all operations. So I think if there's a takeaway, a teachable moment from this pandemic, it would be to have a plan in place. Even if you don't think you're going to need it, you could. Who would have guessed a year ago that we would be in this situation? So have a communications plan in place. Have your spokespeople have a statement. Be willing to adjust as need be during the course of it. What do you think should be in a plan?
I think you have to look at it as a sort of blueprint. In terms of a blueprint, there's an argument to be made about the fact that the entire film industry has always had to ensure and maintain a high level of health and safety protocols and guidelines and whatever you want to call it, all those kind of things. But introducing that variable of coronavirus, I don't think it will impact it too much. I think in a way they've kind of slowly been sort of prepared for it and have already put protocols in place to implement that. So if you look at the UK, the latest here from the government and also the bodies that govern the film industry, they've greenlighted high-end TV and film productions to resume shooting as soon as those measures are put in place. So I think the bigger question is when, how, who. I think that's the kind of trickier bit to ascertain. So there's some confusion in the messaging, especially in the UK. The focus is having clarity in that message. So I think that's why it's important to have that plan of communicating, internally to your employees, externally to clients and companies that you work with in the entire ecosystem.
And I know I'm very interested to see who takes the first steps as far as production and filming and who jumps in the pool first and then who's going to follow them, because I think some companies are very cautious, as they should be. Well, this was good, Philip. Thank you so much. And thanks to everyone watching Remotely Interesting. Stay tuned for more episodes coming up from the Lorrys.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.